okay.
No.
It's a valid.
The reporter the other night was asking, like, what do you know about that? And you were like, man, they just give it to me.
Look for his health.
Looking at the game film from the last two games, I feel like you guys did a lot better defensively, especially in ISO situation. I think you guys shrunk that in half. It was like 35 possessions in the first game, and you shrunk that down to 14. You guys are showing a little bit more. What are some positives from that game? Because I know we talked a lot about the negatives on the trip.
No, well, I mean, we said we wanted to be a three-point shooting team, and then they made 17 threes when we were making 4 the night before. So I thought we did a good job of shrinking the floor, but our point of attack defense has to be better. We got to take the challenge one-on-one. We got to be better with that. Offensively, we had 20 turnovers. I think we had 5 offensive fouls just setting screens, which is, we've been on our guys about setting screens, so I guess he took it literally. And then I thought we did some good things as far as getting in the paint, trying to make the right play. Having 68 points in the paint, we talked about attacking, so we did that. But now we got to clean up a few more things, and so it looks better. It's getting better. Sky's not falling, nothing like that. And we did some good things. I just want to show the guys, like my video today in the film is basically, this is the right play, but we got to make a better pass. Like, it's the right read, but you got to make a better decision. So those are things we got to get better at, right now.
Is Kawhi practicing today?
I don't know.
Do you know it yet for tomorrow?
Just continue to do his rehab. We don't know if he's playing or not tomorrow yet either. But I don't think so today.
At 2 and 3, is your message to them that let's get this going now, or is it's still a long season?
My message is just play the right way, create good habits. You're not going to win every game, but we got to play better. We understand that. But my biggest thing, BT, is just creating good habits. If we do it on both sides of the basketball, we'll be fine. Defensively, shrink when we're supposed to shrink, box out when you're supposed to box out, help when you're supposed to help. Offensively, take your open shots. If you don't have it, get into the paint, make the right play. And so I thought we did that last game. I know it's early in the season, but we want to just create good habits. And I know we'll be able to win games, but our habits is the most important thing right now.
Ty, a lot of the talk the last couple of days have been about focusing better, practicing harder, the approach which you touched on in the preseason. And I know throughout training camp, you guys said it was at a good level when you guys were practicing.
I don't believe it. Practice is over. The season started, so practice started in training camp. Right. I thought we had a great training camp. I thought when guys mess around, we got on the line, ran sprints, and we did a good job. I just think we got to play better individually. I got to coach better individually, and we just got to look ourselves in the mirror and just be better. What can we do better for the team? And so. No excuses with that. I thought we've been doing all the right things, so we just got to play better.
Ty, we obviously know that Kawhi and John are a little bit restricted right now. Is there anybody else, obviously Reggie was groin, outside of those 3 guys, so you guys are like watching their minutes, or is it just those 3 guys right now?
We had to with PG last game because he was sick, but other than that, whatever. The minute police is what they call me. Yeah.
Ty, how frustrating is it for you to you've been harping on the turnover issue, and then after every game, it's like we're turning the ball over way too. How frustrating is it to keep harping on that?
Well, I think it's all about how the turnovers occur, what kind of turnovers. And so when you get on your team about 7 better screens and they get 5 offensive fouls trying to set screens, okay, they're trying to do the right thing. Or if we're in the paint, we're trying to make the right play and we, make the wrong play. But the careless turnovers of being cute, behind the back, or being casual, those are the ones you can't live with. But John, I think, had a couple offensive fouls driving, attacking the basket. T-Man had a drop off from Zoo, attacking the basket. It's a turnover. But if you're doing the right things, you can kind of live with it. We just got to be better.
How much have you guys felt the difference in the live ball versus dead ball turnovers?
How
much have you guys felt the difference between the live ball and dead ball turnovers?
Well, last game I thought was a lot better. Even though we had 20 turnovers, but like I said, we had 5 moving screens. We had, I think, 3 or 4 charges, attacking the basket. So the live ball turnovers is what kills you when guys get out in transition, 3-on-1s, 4-on-2s, and things like that. So it was better, and we just got to continue to keep, building off of it.
Tyler, you look at the defense. You said it was always going to be ahead of the offense, and I know you mentioned the point of attack. Part of the defense needs to be better. Where does the turnover part come there in terms of takeaways? Because teams are obviously turning y'all over. But on the other end, y'all are last in the league, and opponents turning the ball over too. So where do you feel like that can even itself out a little bit better?
I think you know, if you take OKC into account, you have a dominant player that controls the game, you know, with Shea. So the ball's in his hands a lot, and he makes the plays, and he draws all the attention and makes the plays. I think with Phoenix, you have CP, who controls the game, you know. And I think with our team, we have a lot of guys that score the basketball, so there's a lot of hands on the ball, and we got to get used to. I think it's a different game, you know. Like you take Sacramento with Fox, you know, he controls the game, you know. And so we got guys that score off the ball, you know, which is different with Norm, with Luke. Then you got Reggie handling the ball, you got PG, you got Kawhi, you got John. So we just got to figure that out. But you know, it's getting better.
Do you feel like this? How does this back-to-back coming up? Because I'm thinking of the Pelicans. They have, I don't even know who the heck they're going to roll out because they've had so many guys out this week. And then the Rockets, they always turn the ball over. So do you see like those games as opportunities to force more turnovers and kind of even things out with a differential there?
Well, I think it's hopefully we can just take care of it. I don't care about forcing turnovers. I care about taking care of the basketball. You know, if you're playing good, solid defense, you know, sometimes you can turn teams over. But when you have, like I said, guys that control the game and the ball's in one person's hands most of the game, they're not usually high turnover teams. And so we have 6 or 7 guys that have the ball in their hands a lot. And so it's going to take some time. It's going to be a process. But the biggest thing is not trying to turn those guys over, make sure we're taking care of the basketball.
That team has always been, you know, relatively high volume 3-point shooting team. Not really that so far this year. Is most of that turnovers in your opinion, or are you still passing up shots that you think you
We
should?
pass some shots up, but we're not generating. Well, I mean, I guess you could say 68 points in the paint. You know, we're getting to the paint, and it was layups, and so we've been talking about just attacking the paint, getting to the paint, making the right play. But if the right play is laying the basketball up, then you got to take that. You know, so I know we're a big 3-point shooting team, but we also, in order to shoot threes, we got to attack the paint first. And I thought we did that last game and the game before that as well.
You think you'll have Marcus for tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Ty, with Zoo off the floor, you guys have, for lack of a better word, been getting killed on the glass, especially the defensive glass. What do you want to see out of the small ball lineup to kind of mitigate that to some degree?
Well, when we get stops, you know, we get easy baskets. We can get out in transition, like you saw in that second quarter. But we got to get stops, and then we got to get the rebound. But we got to make an effort on hitting our man, you know, boxing out, hitting first. I think a lot of times we're turning, looking, and these teams are athletic. You know, they're big, they're athletic. They're going to the glass. You know, I think over the last 3 years, I think more teams are sending guards to the glass more, you know, to get more possessions. And so now you got 5 guys crashing. Usually it's the 4 and the 5, and everybody else is getting back, and you want to build your triangle and, you know, defensive transition. But now everybody's crashing. So point guards who are not used to boxing out, you got to box out now because they're crashing. And so we just got to get used to that and hitting bodies and make sure we're checking first before we go into the glass.
Are you still going to prioritize getting your defense set in those regards, or could you possibly make
We
an
probably
adjustment
could.
there?
Maybe we should adjust and do that too.
Yeah, like
but
everybody's taking advantage of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, they're all crashing the glass, but the problem is we got an older team. If we crash the glass one way, we probably don't get back the other way.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to pick and choose, you know, which one you want to. I'm done, man. I'm done, bro. That's it. Okay? Yes.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.